Let me start. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here to see our presentations for the final project today. So my name is Fong, and I'll be presenting a little bit about my final projects, which I call Project Domdom. So table of contents, first I'll talk briefly about myself, my background, and also I'll be moving into project introduction, and I'll tell you guys why I decided to develop this website and also the website flow. First, a little bit about me, because as Tong has already introduced, I used to work in auditing environment and also in corporate finance as well. And the reason why I decided to switch to coding because from my latest job in a big FMCG corporate, I was assigned to study new software, which is Alteryx, and learn a little bit of SQL to automate the Excel style consolidating and reporting process of the company. And upon my completion of that project, I realized how much fun coding was, and I really changed my belief about like coding is just for a specific group of people. I realized I could do coding as well, so that's why I decided to switch to coding. And for my project, if I don't have to code or do anything for the rest of my life, probably I would own a bookstore. Reading has been a big part of me since I was a little child. So that's why it's very intuitive for me to decide to do this project for myself, which I call Domdom, aka Fireflies. So it's an e-commerce website catering to avid readers like myself who are constantly looking for new and high quality book selections, especially English books in Vietnam. And why develop this project? So, like I mentioned, besides my passion for books, I just feel like nowadays we live in a virtual world. Everything is very visual oriented, and of course, amongst adult, reading rate has been really, I think, low compared to other generations. And also in Vietnam, besides Tiki and Shopee, the two big e-commerce retailers, most of the books sales online are like kind of like Facebook kind of shops, and where you have to DM the store owner to get the price or some informations about the book. So that's I feel like the for book shoppers myself in Vietnam, it's kind of like hard for me to get the books that I want, for example, on New York Times bestseller list, something like that. So I feel like with I decided I want to make a website catering to that kind of audience and including myself. So the web flow for my website, I have a user flow. So user from my website will enjoy frequent book updates across different categories. Since I love simplicity and I feel like book shoppers will enjoy simplicity also. So I want to create a seamless and easy to navigate shopping experience. And on the website, there will always be transparent and information about the book and the pricing as well. I have also made an admin flow since I have a finance background. So sales and revenue is very important to me. So in which this admin route will automatically update the sales and user data into my backend and will render to the admin front end. And also I can use this admin route to quickly update, remove, or create new products. And also it's very helpful for data management. Will derive with helpful insights for my further, future book selections or for my online store. So let me um, start with my demo of my website. So this is the landing page of my website. Here I'll have a slider of the three books that I feel like will attract the readers the most at the current moment. And also furthermore, on my landing page, the user can easily navigate to three hottest categories. According, if example, if later I have data, I will know which category will perform the best, and I will simply display them here so that I can, gain more traction with my users. And also, I'll have news arrivals from my store. So, for example, since I already have my user here, so I'm not going to log in. Uh, I can go to this category, which is literature. I can also filter products to other different categories as well. Um, for example, I want to look at business, and I can also sort products based on newest, or I can sort on price, high to low. And for example, if I'm interested in this book, I can just go to the book page and select the amount that I want to add to my cart. Here, for example, I'll just add one to my cart. And uh, in my cart, I can edit the number of the items that I want, or I can simply remove the items here. And let me perform the test checkout. For checkout, I use Stripe library. So let me do that real quick. My fake card to sign in free. And after I check out, the data will be rendered to my Stripe profile. And also, it will welcome me to a status page, which say that my order has been created successfully. And I can go to my home page, go to my profile page right here. I can sort, and I can see that I've just created an order here with the amount. And that's it for my user flow. And I'll walk everyone quickly to my admin site. So this is my admin page, and only admin is authorized to view the data from this page. So the first data management hub right here, I can see my, if I refresh the page, I can see that my order has just come in 36 seconds ago, and I can also see the latest 5 members who have signed up for my website. And for the products route, I can easily manage my products. I can see the stocks of the products, and if anything has been out of stock, I can just easily update or delete. So, for example, if I want to update this, I can just enter information about the book here. Or I can simply, as an admin, I can create new products from my front end by simply enter the information of the products and just click create, and it will automatically update to my front end. And also for the dashboard, I think this is a live update, including the order I just created. So I can see the revenue here compared to last month. And I can also see user analytics and sales analytics, which basically is monthly data. So for example, if I have January to December, I can see the display of the whole year in month of how many sales, how much sales I recorded for each month, and how many users I have new users sign up for my website in a given month. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you.
Okay. Hey guys. So another issues. I was stuck out and cannot get in. So amazing presentation from very cool website to selling your books. Maybe your website will have even less book than this. Oh yeah, I cannot. I was stuck outside and I cannot jump in to on time. Okay. So for the judges, let's hear what they have to say. Do you have any questions or any comments on Mr. Phong? So let's ask Mr. Phong Vu first.
Thank you. Hi Phong. I have to say that I'm impressed with your product. It has a lot of feature, and it was better a lot than my product a lot when I was in coding school.
Yeah.
But I guess that everyone has the name Phong is talented, right? I understand that you don't have much time, so can you brief me a little bit more about the technologies you use in this product, and also
Yeah.
also show me a bit more about the responsive UI.
Okay. Yeah. So for the technology, I use mostly React and Redux for the front end. I also use quite a lot of Material UI's library, for example, to render these types of charts and also data grid right here. And for the back end, I use mostly Node.js and MongoDB. Yeah. So it's a full MERN stack technology. But for my CSS instead of CSS, for my client front end, I use style components to challenge myself or and to kind of like play with style components and successfully use style components to create the UI for the website. And the responsive, I was it was taking I because I didn't use React Bootstrap at this time. I wanted to code challenge myself and build everything myself. So I guess the responsive part that I did myself was this selections right here instead of using Bootstrap. But other than that, I think other parts still needs a lot of work in terms of responsive. But yeah,
Okay, it's all right. We don't have much time, right? But congratulations.
thank you, thank you. Appreciate the question.
Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Phong, for the question for the another Phong. Yeah. Okay. So let's hear from Mr. Kafang.
Thank you. Yes, I'm very impressed with your dashboard admin, especially the analytics. That's why I think. Yes, I have some question here. How long have you been working on this project, and what's it
Yeah.
on this project?
So I think we have around 2 weeks to complete this project. And to be honest, the admin part is way more challenging for me than the client side. So with this admin part, it took me about a week, a whole week for the front end and the back end as well. So for the back end of the admin, so like from I kind of like have to study a little bit about like aggregate of Mongoose, and so that to use it because like when we study back end, basically like just getting the data, but then I want to do something with the like grouping the sales in terms of month and then also the user um, data into a month. So it looks quite simple on the front end, but it took me a while to figure out the code and to study the aggregate functions and also to and even like when I have the backend ready and to render the backend data using chart. So I use a library called recharge for this part. It's also took a while to kind of like render everything, putting backend and front end together for the admin. Yeah.
Yes, I see. Good job. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome, Phong. Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Kha. What about Miss Indra? Do you have any question for Phong or any comment?
Thank you. Your presentation is a very attractive website. I can see here. Yeah, I have a question about your business plan. For, you said that buy the book from original, the order from Sofa. I want to ask you about the supply chain and logistics.
To answer your questions, I this idea, like I mentioned, if I don't have to work for the rest of my life, probably owning a bookstore would be something that I would do. But since I start, but for myself, because like my family, we run import and export business, so like I I order a lot of books myself, like through that sources of my family connections, because like we import and export across different categories of products. So like I have because like for myself, if I do materialize this website, I think I would keep mostly the function and the features and in terms of the business, I think that I want to start small scale first because, like I don't know about the demands on the market for these kinds of like, latest selection books. I know the demand are there because there are people like me, but, like just always start with the small scale because like with these products, I have to order, for example, even if I know the source, I can only, like the maximum amount that I can go up to like probably 10 or 20 unit per book because that we stock management is a very challenging issues. If I, for example, a book is quite expensive and I don't like even though like I think there's demand for it overseas, but maybe in Vietnam it's not like not the quite the kind of books that Vietnamese readers want to read. So I think the starting with the small scale in terms of the business idea for this website, and also because since I use Stripe for my projects right now, but Stripe is not. I think later on, if I do materialize this, like probably cash on order, cash on delivery would be something that I would implement, and yeah.